Hi guys, welcome to our chemistry class. Today we are going to see analytical chemistry. In analytical chemistry, we have so many spectroscopies and chromatography techniques. In that, today we are going to see column chromatography technique. Yes. So what is column chromatography technique? It is a separation technique wherein you separate an individual compound from a mixture, wherein you separate individual compound from a mixture. So how does this happen? What is the principle involved in this? Yes, the basic principle involved in this is adsorption. So what is adsorption? Adsorption is a phenomena wherein the gas or the liquid phase forms an very thin layer on the surface of the solid phase. So I will repeat, adsorption is a phenomena wherein a gas or the liquid phase forms an very thin layer on the solid phase. So at this point, it is very important for you guys to be clear with what is adsorption and what is absorption. For absorption, I would like to state an example, water and sponge. The sponge absorbs water. So what happens in this? The water travels through the solid. It penetrates into the solid. The water completely goes inside the solid, right? Yes, the water is completely moving inside the solid and not on the surface. This is the basic difference between what is adsorption and absorption. In absorption, the water or the liquid phase completely moves inside the solid. But in adsorption, it is purely an surface phenomena. The liquid or the gas phase forms an very thin layer on the surface of the solid. Yes, now it's time to know two important terms in column chromatography, the stationary phase and the mobile phase. So what is stationary phase? Stationary phase is an fixed phase, which is a solid phase. Solid phase is a fixed phase, solid phase, which is packed in the column. Yes, it is a fixed solid adsorbent, which is packed in the column. Whereas the mobile phase is a liquid phase, which carries the components through the stationary phase. Let's move on to the diagrammatic representations. Yes, in this diagram, you see our stationary phase, which is in blue color, and our loaded sample, which is in green color. All of the stationary phase and our sample is loaded in an column-like structure. So this is column chromatography. Our stationary phase usually is solid. The solid adsorbents which we take usually are silica gel, alumina, and cellulose, which are finely powdered and packed into the column-like structure without any air packs. So our stationary phase is ready and we are fully packed with our silica gel or alumina without any air bubbles and in the finely powdered form. So next phase, we load with the sample. After loading of the sample, we introduce our mobile phase, which is an liquid phase. Mobile phase, which is a liquid. So now this mobile phase carries all the components in the sample from top of the column to the bottom. Now the mobile phase carries all the components in the sample from top of the stationary phase to the bottom of the stationary phase. Now our adsorption phenomena occurs. The compounds with greater adsorption are adsorbed in the top layer. The compounds with greater adsorption are adsorbed in the top layer, and the compounds with lower adsorption capacities travel all the way down to the columns. So I will repeat, this is a very important concept. The compounds with greater absorption absorbed in the top layer of the column chromatography, and the compounds with lower absorption travels all the way down to the column chromatography and reaches the bottom of the column. And for the compounds with medium absorption capacities, they are absorbed in the middle region of the column. So basic on their absorption capacities, several compounds separated in the top layer of the column chromatography, in the middle layer of the column chromatography, and at the lower end of the column chromatography. Yes, guys, so in today's class, we saw about what is column chromatography and the principle involved in this preparation of the column chromatography and the separation of column chromatography. In the next class, we will be seeing about the applications of column chromatography and recovery of column chromatography. So I think you guys enjoy this class. Thank you. See you in the next class. Bye-bye.